How did the contact come about? Contacting Scott, did he like make? Cause from what I've gathered, was it DDP who was like the broker? Am I right? Or correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
Scott Hall was pretty close friends with DDP, even while Scott was in WWF or WWE. They still spoke on a regular basis. So it was easy for Scott to call DDP and say, "Hey, would you take Eric's temperature for me?" And
Yeah.
you know, see how he reacts. So that was a very easy thing to do, and it came through DDP.
Cool. And I mean, you spoke about obviously WWE was catering to the children, which I suppose they're kind of doing these days. But so you want to be more realistic, I suppose you could say, and cater more to the adult audience. And I actually watched it last night, Scott Hall's debut coming through the crowd, which was something if we never saw it before, we saw it very rarely. So, how did the idea come about of Scott Hall coming into the ring from the crowd and start cutting these promos?
Well, the promo actually, Conrad and I just this morning we did a podcast on that particular show,
All
and
right.
it was 25 years ago.
Wow.
If you imagine that, a quarter of a century ago, and here we are,
Yeah.
on Skype talking about it. Still, it's amazing, really.
Yeah.
But the idea in terms of how we were going to introduce Scott was something that evolved over the course of a couple of weeks. It would be hard for me to tell you who came up with what aspect of it. I will tell you, I wrote that promo myself, and Scott pretty much did it word for word. But I'm not sure whose idea it was to come down through the stands. I could easily take credit for it, but it might also have been somebody else's idea. So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of ideas, that happen over a course of time. It's hard to go back and say, well, who actually came up with that part of that idea? Can't do it. Not honestly, anyway.
Cool. And hey, it's James here. Hope you enjoyed that interview clip. I'm guessing you did because you are hearing my voice. So if you want to check out the full interview, click on the box on the left hand side. If you want to subscribe to the channel, which will help me a lot, click on the box in the middle. And if you want to watch me other interview clips from interviews I've done previous, then click on the box on the right hand side. So, thanks, and I'll catch you in the next one.